Welcome to Call of the Wild.
Hey everyone, this is Monstercat's weekly radio show connecting you with some of your favorite artists.
Hey everyone, this is Kill Paris.
Hey guys, this is Conroe.
What's up guys, Deon Timmer here.
And of course, a place where individuals like yourselves can take part in a global family.
Hey yo, this is Logan from Australia.
I'd like to shout out everyone who listens to Monstercat and remind you that you're awesome.
So glad I'm here.
So get yourself ready for an hour of fresh music, and it all starts right now.
With nothing to hold us back, these are the songs of the wild.
Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to our favorite time of the week. This is Monstercat's Call the Wild. We have so much music to get you through the rest of the week that I can't wait to get started. But right before we do that, we also are very excited to announce that Season 5 of our annual Monstercat Mix Contest has officially begun. We will be airing brand new episodes every Wednesday right before Call the Wild on all your favorite music streaming platforms. If you're unfamiliar with the show, we have picked 8 talented home DJs from all around the world to compete on air over 6 weeks for the title of champion and our grand prize of a DDJ 800 provided by our friends at Pioneer DJ, studio gear from HyperX, $500, and a whole slew of other prizes provided by Ableton, Label Radar, and of course Monstercat. This is going to be our biggest season yet, with our winner also headlining a virtual show inside of Sanzar at the very end of the season. That all aside, the season will feature guest appearances from several Mix Contest legends, Monstercat artist mentors, and our panel of elite judges. To catch all the action and help shape the outcome of the contest, visit monstercat.com/mixcontest2020 to cast your vote each week and make up the voice of our 4th judge. All right, that is enough talking for me to start off the episode. Let's get right into it. Here is Only Now by Xylent, right here on Monstercat's Call the Wild.
open ground. Won't give in, I'm fighting. fighting for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and to show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. Take it in and breathe the light. Lead me when I lose my sight. Finally we're seeing paradise. There's no need to roll the dice. You're the devil's sacrifice, breaking down the door to steal the throne. Spread my wings and fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. Take it in and galvanize, spread the blaze and purify. Finally we're seeing paradise. Now there's no more time to hide. Face to face we coincide, breaking down the doors to seal the throne. Spread my wings and fly. Feel the power, now you're by my side. I've been searching, but you didn't hide. You were there through my darkest days. You look me in my eyes, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. And I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. See the fire, see the fire. And I feel like I could spread my wings and fly.
That right there was a huge release from Muzz featuring Cammie Robinson with their track Starglide. And of course, before that, we kicked off the show with some Xylent. Next, we're going to be coming right into our Uncaged Spotlight of the Week, and it goes to Mazar and Young Medicine with their brand new record, Vagrant. You heard it right here on Monstercat's Call the Wild.
Tell me who I
right there was Vagrant by Mazar and Young Medicine. Amazing release, which is out now. Let us know what you think on socials using hashtag COTW Radio. Next up, we're going to drop right into some Bishu with Eyes Wide Open. Then hang tight. We have our first exclusive coming up in just a few records right here on Call the Wild.
He's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. When there's no coming back, he's a fighter.
There was Valant with Full Circle, and maybe a foreshadow to next week's first challenge of the mix contest. I don't know. You'll just have to wait to find out. Head to monstercat.com/mixcontest2020 to find a link to where you can follow the show and to enter a special giveaway from Pioneer DJ. All right, getting right into our exclusive of the week, here is a preview of Fool teaming up with Scum on their track Hysteria at #COTW Radio. Let us know what you think. That was a preview of all new Fool and Scum coming out on Monstercat. Next, we're going to slow it down a bit before we get into our Instinct Spotlight of the week. Here is Cloud None and Direct with their summer track, Margarita, right here on Called Wild. promised, here is our instinct spotlight of the week, and it goes to Dumu with his latest single. Show him some love and support on socials at #COTW Radio. Let's hear it.
What's up, fam? It's your boy Dumu, coming at you live from the living room again, this time on my couch. I got my guitar, I got my boy over here, Yogurt, I got my toys. Today I'm playing you my song, Breathe Again, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So there you go. There's Breathe Again. Probably one of the most personally important songs I think I've ever made. For me, certainly the most important song I've ever released to myself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this performance from the couch again. And have a good rest of the show. My name is Dumu. That was Breathe Again.
Through the silence in my cold skin, my body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin.
broken, fighting off the violence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world I fear. In my room I seem to drown. But I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down, down, down. Holding tight while it lasted. I thought that we were forever. I didn't know any better. Took a second chance, trusted you again. I feel shattered. Broken strings, cause you play me like a violin. Shame on me for all your 7 deadly sins. Had it all, but you craved attention. Drowning in your own reflection. Put me down just to see me get back up again. 6 feet under and you're ready to give all the pain. If I was your new addition, you make me part of your equation. Shattered from the past, wish you were my last. Shatter me to pieces like broken glass. That we took back in the summer. I thought that I would remember how we used to feel, but this isn't real. Now we're over. Take it all, there's nothing left here anyway. We used to talk, but now we don't know what to say. Now we're just two passing strangers. We tried, you lied, goodbye forever. Put me down just to see me get back up again. 6 feet under and you're ready to give all the pain. If I was your new addition, you make me part of your equation. Shattered from the past, wish you were my last. Shatter me to pieces like broken glass.
Heard Sabai with his single Broken Glass, and before that we had Cold Skin by 7 Lines and Echoes. Next up, we have another amazing preview. This one is by Tizoki featuring Courtney Drummy with their single Sideways. Enjoy the tease right here on Call the Wild.
The consequences if you want it. Come on, don't worry about the aftermath. We know it's coming, but come on, maybe it says it's all we need just for a minute. Just for a minute, yeah. I need it like a vice, got me hooked, I cannot lie. I tell you every time that we'll make it out alive. Come on, don't think about the consequences if you want it, yeah. Too close to the edge, we're gonna crash and burn. You think that by now we probably should've learned. We're no good together, honestly we know. So hold me close, we're going sideways.
Yeah, I know. You wanted to hear a bit more, but you're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That was Sideways by Tizoki featuring Courtney Drummy, coming out on Monstercat soon. Now, back to the music. Here is Mr. Fijiwiji and Danica Nadeau with Yours Truly. Then we're gonna hear some Anevo and Subtact, all coming up in just a few minutes. Let's go.
Feel
say to lovers turn to strangers, but they stay fools. I'll break the chains, take the pain to save you. Save you. Baby, I've been high and low. All the feelings I won't show. It's better if I let you go. You'll be better off. Guessing every shot. I won't lie, no I won't lie. I'm free but now I'm lost. Freedom comes at a cost. I won't lie, not this time. It's better if I let you go. You'll be better off. Nothing we haven't tried. I'll sing you one last goodbye, and I won't think twice. So, ready or not, I'll go. I'm setting you free for sure right now. Don't ask me how.
See myself standing on the edge, about to fall. Don't know if you like to see me out there in need, while I'm struggling to breathe on my own. I won't turn my back on you, 'cause your love's the only one I know. And just one more chance is all I need. I'll lift you up and set you free. I wanna take you right there. right. I don't know if you really feel like I do. Losing my objective slowly out of sight. Just tell me how to make it right for you. Oh, I won't turn my back on you. Could have been. Every time you stood by me, I just won't see. Don't stop moving 'cause I like the way you use me just right. I never backing down, never knowing when to stop.
Sadly, this brings us to our final track and the last preview of the week. Ending strong, we're going to hear a brand new one from Remeses B. This is Thinking About You. Once again, thank you for tuning in each week with us. Remember, our 2020 Mix Contest season has officially begun. We will be airing new episodes every Wednesday right before Call the Wild on Monstercat's Twitch. You can also head to monstercat.com/mixcontest2020 for more information and to enter a special giveaway from Pioneer DJ. So, until next week, later days.